Hey guys, how's it going? August 30th, 2020, and we're back to TRS19. We're Trains 19 North America. And today we're going to be looking at the bigger picture, or this evening I should say. Beautiful weekend here. I wouldn't say fall-like, but it was definitely a lot more pleasant this weekend. So both days to try to get out there a little bit. Didn't watch that many trains. I think I only seen one train, but so goes the battle. I prefer to sleep in than watch trains these days. So I haven't done too much, but I have had opportunities to do some things in the background. I'll show you where my progress is at this point. It's going to be a little shocking, actually. Once this comes up, I'll show you what I'm at. So we'll open up the DEM. And yeah, the E-drive is probably getting up there. Yeah, well, I'm at 32 gigabytes. It's not too bad. As you can see, I'm saving up backups every day. So I mean, these are gig. Once I get to a point where, and I mean, these are just the DEMs. I haven't even gotten into the root section. Which I don't think is as big. I could be wrong, but just because we're dealing with more data here, I think. I don't know for sure though, but we'll go into today's DEM that I saved last saved this morning. I'm surprised it's a little smaller than that one, and I'm not. Oh yeah, I know why, because I cropped it a tiny bit. I had a little bit extra on there, so. Plus, I also made some repairs to it, namely the U.S.-Canadian border between the Canadian and the U.S. Stuff. So what you're seeing there is basically the scope of my project. In fact, it's probably a little bit beyond it because yeah, I don't know if you can see the color. Now, the beautiful thing about this is you're not getting this monotone coloring system anymore. So we're looking at approximately 4x4 square area, and it's going to wind up coloring the majority of this. I don't know, like if I go into here and I go view. And I turn on the fix the 1000 grid. Of course, I can't see it now, so I'll keep that off. What happens is there's so many of them that you can't see them. So what you're looking at is approximately, I would say about 30 miles across, from west to east and north to south, and I can basically highlight what some of these pinpoints are. This is the Niagara River, Grand Island. You can tell where the falls is because that's where everything goes down to lower levels. So with DEMs, what happens is you get into the higher levels, they start going to yellows and oranges. So the Niagara escarpment is, how would you say, it goes to a bluish to this dark green. So this is actually land. It looks like it's underwater, but it's not. Niagara escarpment is right here, and it follows basically the path of the gorge, comes around back here, and then follows the escarpment again. This here is the highest point, Short Hills, which is just outside of Font Hills. It's actually pretty much not too far from my backyard, actually, this whole area. So this is the highest. I think. I'm just trying to think if actually it's a little bit closer. I think Short Hills is over here. This is actually Font Hill, but they call it the Short Hills area. Short Hills Provincial Park is not too far from where I live. So, and the main lines that go through come down here. They basically come across, work their way, and then gradually work their way up the escarpment here. Comes around the whirlpool, which is right here, and this is where that's the Grimsby sub, CN Grimsby sub. Our CP Hamilton sub does the same thing, but it goes across on a 45-degree angle towards Hamilton. This is towards Hamilton. Toronto is across this way, and so it works its way up the escarpment from St. Catharines. It starts climbing. It crosses the Welland Canal, probably right around here, I would imagine, maybe up there. Or I'm sorry, I'm looking. I'm getting screwed up. I'm way above. That's Port Robinson right there. So we're talking about down here. So it's raising as it turns to make its ascent to the escarpment. It starts climbing up along the escarpment, comes around, and the Grimsby sub continues and makes another 90-degree turn right here, heads to Niagara Falls, New York, and crosses over the Whirlpool Rapids, which actually does have a view of, I believe there's, I don't know if there's a view of the falls, but it's pretty damn close. I think it comes across here into a horseshoe like that, if I recall, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure you can see it from that bridge when you cross over, but it's further back anyways. So then the CN Stanford sub comes across, works its way over to down to Port Robinson here, like this on an angle. It makes a beeline south right here along the canal, and then it takes a stretch line, crosses over the CN Hamilton sub, which is clearly identified by this thing right here. This is a ditch which represents the rail line working its way underneath the canal with the Only Tunnel. And the Stanford sub crosses here, makes a 90-degree turn this way over to the former Cayuga sub line, and heads for a beeline pretty much to Fort Erie, into Black Rock, into Buffalo, New York. And the CP Hamilton sub comes in and joins in at Robbins. CP goes across this way. There's also Port Maitland down here, which is also served by CP with a little bit of service. I think it comes out straight up and then across this way on a beeline for this line. And that's the Hamilton sub. So it joins in to where the Hamilton sub is, but it's not part of the Hamilton sub. It joins in at Welland Yard, which is somewhere around here along the Welland River, probably on this side, I would imagine. So the Welland River is going to play a key role in being part of the area. This up here becomes Chippewa Creek, although Chippewa is this way, which gets very confusing to residents because they always call it Chippewa Creek. This is Lions Creek right here. And of course, we got the big bodies of water here, Lake Erie, the greenish color, and then you have Lake Ontario, the cyan color at the very top, and Niagara River, Lower Niagara River, 13 Mile Creek, I believe. I forget what some of the other ones are. I don't know if that one's part of Jordan or. Maybe not. No, that's St. Catharines right here. So that would be Jordan Hollow, I think, is this one or that one or one of these. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember which one has the harbor. This is Grimsby, Stony Creek. We're actually only going to go about as far as here, and after that point, I'm probably going to have staging. So I'll have staging here. I'll have staging coming out of Hamilton probably, and staging over on the Buffalo side. And that'll be it. So, to get nice and cozy in here, so when you zoom in, the colors change and the definition becomes a lot higher. So you can see, and that's the Black Rock Canal there. You can see the various hills coming down towards the river. Now you can definitely see where the border is, but thankfully the border here isn't too bad. What I gotta watch out for is the actual border. What's the one I'm talking about here? Let me go over to the canal for a second. Yeah, up here there is going to be there should be a subtle difference between the border. So what happens is I have USGS data to the north for some reason, and to the south they didn't include USGS data. I don't even want to know why they had USGS data, to be honest, but I'll take it. But they did, so that's cool. That's the East Main Tunnel. I'm surprised that's showing up so well. And then the Town Line Tunnel. And you can actually see the... Oh, okay, never mind. That's the canal. Okay, gotcha. Not too sure what that is, but that looks interesting. Thought for a minute we could see the lines, but I guess not. I don't know what that is, that hill over here. Allenburg should have one too. So the colors are constantly changing the more you move, and now this is a big difference in colors here. So you're looking at 133 meters, which is really interesting. 144 there. It's interesting how that does that, but it does. So be it. But yet down here, $167. Now this is piled up stuff. 154. Yeah, 156, which is about right. They're pretty much the same, and then eventually the Welland River has an aqueduct where it goes under somewhere around here. Problem is I don't see it. I don't see where it turns and comes back the other way. Oh, here it is. It's right here. That's interesting. So that's the canal right there, but it just kind of blends in, which is really interesting. I don't understand that at all. So it rides this one as if that was the canal, but that's not it. So kind of strange, to be honest. I don't know why that does that. Well, that should be interesting. So couple things that I need to establish before I go goofing things up. Definitely some rail lines would be nice. Let me zoom back out here. I guess that would be the zoom level there. Just say so I got hide raster maps on. Where did I got that for? That's kind of weird. Okay. So I think I already saved the other one before. All right. So yeah, I want to start getting some guidelines as far as before I start adding water and doing all kinds of things. I really want to get the water level in. I find that's definitely going to be important, especially when dealing with Fort Erie, because I have the international bridge. A lot of the focus is going to be on here first, but I do want to get the entire line in. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I want to play this one. Now, this is a lot different strategy than what I was doing. Originally, I was going to go with the strategy, start small, merge, and do all that. And then I realized, I can just add in the DEMs for now and slowly bring in the maps. Because the maps, the actual images, are what it's going to take the most. Having the tracks in, that shouldn't take too much. I could probably get away with some of the weirdness of the hills and all that other stuff. I haven't really tried on the 15 meters what it's like. And it's not always 15 meters. In fact, the data is a little bit better over here. So, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Either way, it could be anywhere between 5 to 15 meters accuracy. And from what I'm seeing, for the most part, it looks fairly reasonable, I would say. There's parts here where I don't see the old canal, even though it branches off here, when in reality it's coming down and it's rejoining it. That's just the Welland River that continues along the side. So there's a bit of a strange feature that I have to figure out. Okay, well, what exactly is it trying to do? It's not a big deal, but let me load up the data here. I haven't done this for a while. I haven't used JOSM for a while, but I'm going to try loading it up and seeing how I can do this. This has been a while. All right. Well, that's great. It's been so long and I forget what the hell I'm doing right off the bat. Well, that's good. Do I want to do new layer? Okay. Like I said, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay. So that's new layer. Okay, that's different. Don't need that. Well, I can open recent. Sorry guys, I am drawing a blank here, trying to remember how the hell I do this. What do we got? Tools? Nope. Yeah, I'm totally lost. Okay. Oh, hard time seeing that. Okay, data source. The numbers, areas, bookmarks. Man, I'm having a hard time remembering. Okay. Preset group, highways, streets. Search. Oh, that's not where I want to be. I want to be where I can download this thing. Imagery. Bing, aerial. Okay. Open street map, standard black and white. All right. Okay, I think I have to have that. Why? Do I really have to go back to that tutorial? Oh man, don't make me go back to that tutorial. Oh. Am I not selecting all? Like, what the hell? Oh, Jesus. Okay. There's a tutorial in here how to do it. I just don't want to spend the time going through that. So I can go a different way here. Instead of worrying about the railroads, I'll try to get the imagery in. And I'm not going to play around with the water too much. I'll just work on the imagery and see what we can do here. So, to get that all involved, I have to really zoom into this area here. Okay. So now I want to get that 1,000 meter fixed. The reason for that is that's the best way it will plug itself in, I guess is the right term. So when I go into raster map and I open a georeference, now I have various ones here, but I have this Black Rock East. So that's a reference of tiles that I've personally cleaned up to get a nice looking image. So I want to do that. So I want to open that up. And you can see it's loading. Now you won't be able to see them, I don't think, because the DEM is going to be over the area, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, it's zoomed back out, which is fine. I'll just zoom it back in. No, it's not responding. That's another thing I've been noticing. The bigger it's been getting, it's been getting tougher, which could cause me problems. Although I think I'll get out of it. In other words, I'll be able to get my way out of it later. It's a lot of data. So I'm not doing any more with the DEM. I've already created the DEM. As far as I know, the accuracy is fine. Everything should be fine. Yeah, see? As soon as I start playing around with getting in there, it starts doing that crap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, hide DEM. Where is that? Is it that one? Yeah, that's fine. Let's hide raster maps. I can't remember which one hide DEM is, so I'll go to the view and I will hide the DEM. There we go. So it hides the DEM, but it's superimposing the area on it that I want. And what I'll be able to do then... Wow, I'm having a hard time. Even with the DEM, it's still there, right? Oops, I zoomed in. I still may have to split this afterwards. Holy crap, still not responding. So this was, the area that I'm looking at is this little square right here. I want to be able to square that up. Of course, I'm near the edge, so I'm having a hard time positioning it. I'm trying to zoom in a little bit more. I might be able to do it if it stops with the not responding bit. I'm going to try zooming in one more level. Probably won't be able to, but I'm going to try. If it gets too tight, then I can't do it. And give the not responding. Yeah, it's too tight. I'm almost certain it's too tight. Come on, load everything up. Yeah, it's way too much. Because the other ones will start popping up. Which is okay. And to be honest, I may just hand lay the tracks again on it. I'll get to it. I know I'll get to it. So okay, enough going back and forth. So what happened here, the reason why that's not the software or too much. This one, I have no idea why that went there. It just did. But the reason why I started getting issues with here was because I used the same technique that I've used before, where I trace lines and have everything come in. And what ended up happening was it just got too much. So let me push this back out. So I want to... this should zoom me back out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this solid area and I'm going to pop it over. And then I'm going to take a look at it. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Wanted to be a little bit more precise on there, but that's okay. Okay. So with that highlighted, I can now go like this, and it creates the UTM tiles. And so we can do that. It gives me the warning, which is fine because it's on the DEM that I'm supposed to have it on, and it's telling me that I'm going to have 6x2, which is exactly I want. I always take a look at this just to make sure everything else looks good. 2048. And what is it saying? August 29th? Is that the route it's telling me it's going into? I thought I had an 0830. Okay, I'm a little confused now. Let me load this up for a second and see what the hell's going on. I thought I did an 0830 today. Maybe I didn't. If that's the case, hello, computer. Up. There we go. I'm gonna take a look at what this is looking like. As far as I know, I have an 0830. See, BlackRock has an issue. Ford Area 0826 has issues because these are all missing. There should be a Niagara 0830, at least I thought there was. Oh, there isn't. Love the imagery when you have that in there and it just does it. Not too sure how to change the images in this either. Gotta learn how to do that one of these days. Because I do like the way some of these images look. And there's got to be a way to do it because, you know, these are all saved that way, so I would assume there is. It looks cool. Okay, so I didn't install it. Or I haven't tried it yet. So this is going to be another gigabyte or whatever the heck it's going to be. I don't know how much room these are taking on my disk, but let's do a quick check here and find out. Because I keep saying I have to clean it. So I got 32 gigabytes right now. So what I'll do is, after all that careful whatever, I am going to Control Z if it allows it, which it doesn't. Okay. Then I will close all raster maps. And I'm just going to open the DEM. Hold on a second. I swear. It's Emmett. I guess Emmett's bored. Problem is with this dem stuff is he falls asleep when I'm doing it, and then on a Sunday night he gets bored because he goes back upstairs and because he wants to play with my toys. Like certain programs I have with this video card, I think. I don't know, or he wants to go out places. But he said he was going to call me back. I said, don't call me back. Just come downstairs and talk to me. Anyways, dem file will be closed. I don't even know where the hell I was at. He was telling me about some industry along the Welland River. I'm like, okay. Because he's doing research or whatever. There are no unsaved modifications. Yes. I don't know what happened there. Okay, it's working on it. See, these files are awfully big. So I had the 0830, which I've got here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create the root first. We'll get that in there. I don't know how long this live stream's gonna go tonight, by the way. Well, that's interesting. Is it loading something? Or is it because I have the high dem on? I have high dem. Okay, there we go. I was looking at it, I was like, what the hell's going on? Can I see that again? Does that, if I hide the dem, does that take that thing off? No, it's still there. Okay. Alright, so the dem's there. I've been thinking about splitting this up again, even though I just created the linkage and everything. So again, what this is I got USGS obviously on the American side, both sides, and down here. But the USGS doesn't come across, it stops itself from going across the Niagara River up around this way. But it, and the Canadian never goes over to the US side, it just abruptly stops even along the lake. But the USGS all of a sudden for this particular tile goes all the way up into Toronto and includes all of this. And it's a lot more precise, so I like it better that way, but let's just go ahead and I'm going to save this dem. No, I don't want to save this dem. Forget I said that. Let me hit this thing. Okay, so we are going to call this, we're going to call this a new root. And so then once we have that, then what happens is I can start plotting in the imagery. So I got some imagery on the BlackRock side. I believe I have imagery for the original areas. At least I'm pretty sure I do. But we'll plop them all in and see how it looks. Almost to the end there. You watch, he's going to want to go to the store or something around 9 o'clock. We've been listening to trying to listen to podcasts that he enjoys. I'll do this while we're listening to a podcast in the background, and that seems to work. But let me go into hiding the dim again. Whoops, view. So again, I'm going to go into the raster map again. I'm going to open up the raster map reference, Black Rock East, open it up. You can see no tiles on right now because it zoomed out too far. There it is. Oh man, that's going to take a while. It's back to not responding again. I don't like working with this size dem. It's just too much. So I'm gonna have to find a way to split it, which kind of sucks because I mean the dem part's okay. I can split the dem. I'm at the point right now where I've got the root, so that really doesn't matter. I don't think. At least I hope it doesn't. I'll see why it would. Like all I'm doing right now is trying to export UTM tiles now. Okay, that's good enough. Whoops. Hello. All right. Okay, we're at Niagara 0830. That's what we want. Now it might give me some kind of weird error which says there's not a tile under it or something like that. Which is fine, I don't care. As long as it tries to do something. Well, it didn't give me any errors, so that's a good sign. Okay. So let's open up another raster map. I should be able to overwrite this stuff here. All open files will be closed. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't care. Oh, I don't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. That's closing the dem. Hang on a second here. Did I lose everything? I think I did. View. No, it's gone. Okay. I gotta open the dem up again. I screwed that up. I meant to open the raster reference, not the raster map, or else it doesn't like it. Okay, open this one. That's what I wanted. I think I want that one. No, I want 3. Black Rock 3, I think. It's the one. No, I got 400 of them. That's the one. No, 40 read detail. Okay. So I'm going to open that. Screwed up there. Not really, but started zooming in, and then it just wasn't smart. Yeah, working with a dem file this size is nuts. I think it'll be okay once it gets further over, but it's just slow. Okay, let's go back to this again. After it quit spinning its wheels here. Wow. I think I might use that zoom better. Just to see if it works better. I don't know if it will or not. Just to see if it zooms on that, as opposed to me having to try to position it. It might. Okay, so we got 8x4 here. Why does it do 7x4? That I've never figured out. So there's a limitation that applies. So that works for 7x4. Now if I do this one, so there's a limitation, and I don't know if that's a memory limitation or what that is, but it tells you there is a limitation. Yeah, so it's doing 7x4 and saying that's all I can do. Okay, fair enough. So we will go, I think there's a limitation of 30, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll go with this one first. And we'll work our way into the rest. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. And I can go around and do those outer edges, but I don't think I'll bother. Since they're not full UTMs, why bother? Now, there's a few little tests that I'm going to do with this tonight. I want to see the visibility. Um, how far can we see? I have unlimited under ultra, but I may have to eventually limit that anyways. But for now, I do have it under unlimited. The reason why I figured I'd do it unlimited is that some of the views just above the tree line you get to see quite a bit. And I know it's not from the train view so much, but I do like some aerial views, and I want to be able to see as much as I can. One thing you definitely would see is Lake Erie in this, for example, in the Niagara River. From a view fair, not, I'm not talking about blimp views, like way above. I'm not talking about that craziness, but to be alongside your train looking from above, I would want to see as far as you could visually, or you would visually normally see. So, okay, so I'm going to do this one as well. That's 1x4, no limitation. I don't know what that means when it says there's a limitation. Now the beautiful thing is, if I can keep this together, I wouldn't really have any need to save any more roads. It could be all one, although I would probably want to save backups occasionally. So I'm going to load these in a second here. Okay. I think that's the best maps that I have of the area. I don't think I have anything else. So I will probably go ahead and exit this. We'll go into trains. Take a look around. Just a brain fart. That's normal for me. So I went from 32, where am I at right now, to 31 and a half. That's not too bad. That's with a new route too, so they're not taking up much space. TRS19. Okay. I have no idea what changed over here. Well, I guess I was trying to... Oh, I was trying to save something, but that's okay. We'll go with that. I was trying to save it on the other route, but then I realized I was on the other one. Okay. Whoops. Damn it. I don't know if I have to reinstall the scenery or if it just no. So I figured the size of the main line from point A to point B, Grimsby subs to Stanford subs, is going to be about 50 miles. Which isn't too bad. I'm not going too crazy. The problem where I think I'm going crazy is having a square area without having it, cut out for the various lines. The problem is, and I'll show you in a second what I mean, and I think I've kind of mentioned this. Let's start the trains up. So you've got CN that comes across, comes back down, and it circles back a little bit towards Port Robinson to the canal, comes back down, and then heads off to the east eventually. CP kind of follows it, uses CN's track, then goes on to its own, goes underneath the tunnel, underneath the canal, which then in turn crosses over short lines, or a short line that crosses over itself, and then heads up on a diagonal towards Hamilton, but also diagonal northwest, but also heads west, then due south to the southwest corner of the region at Port Maitland for a local service. The other local service, though, that I didn't mention is when it comes east out of that tunnel, it also makes a 90-degree turn north between Niagara Falls and Welland, or towards that way, and then it takes another turn 45 degrees northeast towards Niagara Falls, and it goes right by the falls at Falls View, has enough of a lead to the Chippewa branch that runs to Chippewa, which isn't too far. Goes up to by the Welland River there. Actually, it goes right beside it, so that's I'll show that in a minute. Actually, I won't be able to show that in this because I won't have the map for it, but let's get into it. So we have got Niagara. And that would be the one. I'll go with edit route for now. I think that's safe enough. Take a look around anyways. I'm hoping this gives me the US-Canadian border. I think it does. At least I would hope so. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to deal with that. And it takes a while to load. That's another disadvantage of everything. In fact, once it loads, it's still loading the tiles. It takes its you-know-what time. And it's understandable. And I'm okay with that as long as it can handle it. What I mean by that is as long as I'm running it and it doesn't cause a lag on the system, I don't mind taking a little bit of time to load it up. I don't even mind this little bit of a delay in trying to get my images down. I'm fine with that. Okay, so not sure where we are exactly, but we will find out. Okay, everything's still loading up to the side. Not too bad. So the Buffalo area should be somewhere around here. Actually, it loads a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Oh, did I see them up there? I think I did. Alrighty. Okay. Very nice. Well, that's cool. I like it. I haven't seen this in the game yet. The water is coming across. See, it's a little bit higher, I think. I don't know if it'll show that in that. I'll have to see, but that is cool. Oh yeah, I gotta do another lift bridge. I forgot about that. So you can definitely see the embankment here, so that's good. That shouldn't take much then. So the embankment would continue along here, and then I don't know what happened there. I thought I fixed that. Maybe I didn't. I could have swore I did. If I see another one, then what the hell? Oh! Okay, what the hell's going on? Interesting. That looks like one of those control point triangle thingies that I was working on to try to kill some area, but actually fill it back up with the map, and it didn't do it. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I can see enough of it, and I'm probably not going to worry about it, to be quite honest. It just looks a little weird. So you can't notice it from down here. So that's the swing bridge. And yes, that swing bridge is over the highway. Very cool stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting that bridge back in play. Yeah, I probably won't worry too much about Black Rock. I'll just try to be careful moving forward. So I had this the other day, but I have gotten rid of it just because I didn't have the full image, so I'm going to create an area outside that zone. So that's the way these bridges work, or where it goes down. It's kind of funny because I'm not too sure what the level is here. I guess it's that level, but levels are really strange to figure out. Okay, I see. So it's probably that level here to get on the island, and you can see the hills here where it comes into play. Not so much on the Canadian side, but I know you can later on. I know it gets a lot more hilly over here, probably. I can sort of see it. At least I have there's some of it over there. Okay. So see, that's what I'm talking about, like an aerial view of some trains or something, like a little bit closer maybe, but probably a little closer. I wouldn't go too much more than that. Like going back this high is a little ridiculous, but obviously I can see that. Now the question is, how far can I see it? Let's go the easy way, and we'll go across along here. Are those clouds moving in a certain direction, or is it just me? Well, those ones aren't moving at all, that I can tell. Then again, who knows? Okay, so we got Lake Erie, Buffalo Harbor. Yeah, this is all Buffalo Harbor area. And then some hills off along the other side of the lake. You can see the hills well in the background, and that I like. I do enjoy that. And that's part of the reason why I want to keep these in. That was the lake shore right there. Seeing you're slowly climbing up them, right? Oh wow. That is sweet. Crazy part is a lot of that I probably would never put in otherwise, but where the hell am I? Oh, okay, I see. I got myself backwards. So that's down here. Which, of course, yeah, I mean, I don't care about how well it looks over there or anything like that, for that matter. I might use a like a green tone to the grass or whatever, like distant scenery type thing. I'm not doing it for, you know, anything more than distant scenery, really. Yeah, I could do a backdrop, I suppose. But in looking at this, though, I don't see it. Now, would I see the buildings? I don't know. I don't even know if I'm heading towards it, to be quite honest. Okay, I'm still around Buffalo Harbor, I can tell. Okay, well, there it is right there. So, yeah. See how well I am going backwards. Yeah, see, it disappears right there. And if that's the case, then I may have to consider exactly what it is I'm doing. Because again, I cannot see across Lake Erie here. And again, if that's the case, then I got to consider how far can I actually see and what do I want to include. So now you can still see the international border. I'm not too worried about that. It's just, I don't know what it is with that. What the hell? I think it's the bottoms, but they're just kind of meshing in, sort of, if that makes sense. But I did fix all that. See, it comes across here too. But yeah, I played around and I fixed it and tried to do whatever I could. I don't even know if that, yeah, the island's there, but yeah, there's a little mound there. A few other things. So it's not too hilly, but and then, yeah, this is where it swings back around and heads towards Niagara Falls, which, as far as I can tell, I can't even, I'm not even sure if I can see across the entire area here. Can I? Do I get the whole area? It's coming into a little bit more detailed down there. You know, it's just barely coming at its limit, I think. Let's see how far I can go with going the other way. Should have checked from Buffalo, but wasn't thinking. There's no way in hell. They don't listen to me. I told him to come down. Time I got up, he hung up. So, probably not going to go too much further because I got a funny feeling. I don't know what this is about.
Hello.
Hello. Told you to just come down.
Pardon?
I told you to just come down.
Yeah, I forgot.
I forgot, yeah.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah, me and Mom were wondering if you could take us out to Niagara Falls.
To Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
Why?
Just bored being in the house.
Well, you got all this other stuff going on that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you went out with me today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mom wants to go too.
No, Mom says you're the one who's bored.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she
wants
told
to
me.
go out too. She's tired of being in the house.
Jesus.
And if going out's fun, and she kind of wants to, so I figured, yeah.
When am I gonna get? When am I gonna get to build my route? It's 8:30.
Well, you can come back.
Yeah, I can come back.
Yeah, you can leave us out there for
I'm gonna leave you out in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, we can call you and and we need to come back.
Okay. You see how my map's looking?
Yeah.
So I got
It's pretty neat.
yeah, I got the river in and the bridge.
It does look pretty neat.
Oh yeah. Takes work, you know. Stuff that you're not falling asleep at, and
And stuff I do fall asleep to.
yeah. But I got the whole Niagara in this.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't probably need that much because I'm looking at my view distances right now, and then
Yeah, view distances can't be as long as.
I don't think they are. They are as long as this right now, but I'm gonna have to so I definitely like it from that side because I'm just trying to see if they.
It's about as far as a human could see.
No, they can see more.
Well, with the hills and stuff, you can't see much further than that.
Well, yeah, but then you got the lakes and all that stuff. See, you can see the details starting to load up as I'm getting closer, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. What we can do with the lakes is we can make some of the shorelines look closer and stuff.
I'm not going to make the shorelines look closer.
Like for Toronto, I mean, you could just place some buildings in the background. You won't be able to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. I don't need to. Why do I have to save changes? I don't have to save changes. I don't have any changes. I haven't done anything.
Just I'd always ask if you want to save changes, even if you haven't done anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because usually I'm doing changes. Okay. I guess I'm getting suckered in again.
Yeah.
You asleep there, Quincy? Well, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's going on, guys, because what else is new? How's it going, Scott? I'm not asleep. I was looking forward to this.
Yeah.
But mind you, I do have to do it. I have to go through some of the tutorials still, so I've done an hour and a half. I got this together. I was able to get the images on that I have now, and then to be honest, guys, a lot of it's going to take a lot of the boring stuff where I have to download a bunch of images and stuff like that. Now the good part is I'm at a point almost right now, with the exception of the routes and the outlines for the rivers, which is coming up next once I figure out how to do that again. That traces in the shorelines. Once that traces in the shorelines, then I can raise the water levels. Oh, there's Quincy. Oh, you just walked in here. Oh, we've been here for an hour and a half. I'm going to be ending the stream now for a bit. I don't know if I'm going to start it up tonight again. I doubt it. I'll probably be back tomorrow.
Yeah, because I'm an annoyance.
Yeah, because my son's an annoyance and he's always bored and blah blah blah. Ugh.
I'm terrible.
Why? I don't want to. I don't want to be anywhere near Niagara Falls. I don't want to be near tourists. Are you kidding me? Like Torontonians? Oh yeah. Okay, well we'll talk about it in a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end this now. At least I filled my car. Yeah. So. Yeah, I was gonna do some other stuff, but that's okay. I'll do it. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I'll be back tomorrow night for sure, and hopefully Emmett finds out something he can do without being bored.
Yeah.
What happened with all your train stuff that you were doing?
I'm still doing it. I just felt like going outside because it's such a nice night and stuff.
You've had a nice day. You've had a nice night.
Yeah.
What's the matter? You're gonna be stuck by the computer soon?
I just don't want to sit by the computer all day.
No. I'm talking about going back to school or work or computer or whatever the hell.
That's fun too.
Oh, okay. I see.
I want to enjoy the summer.
Oh, okay. Well, you got 1 week left, so
Yeah.
yeah, I guess. All right then. I'm gonna end it for now, guys. And yeah, I may be back later tonight. I might not. I don't know what's going on.
You will see.
I'm not in control of my life. I'm trying to track down some info on MS, possibly about Revive Microsoft Train Simulator 2. I got enough. No thanks. I've had enough fun with this thing. I don't need any more. But curious. That'd be interesting. Okay. I've heard that rumor for ages. Anyways, that's it. I'm done. Have a good one. See ya.